Well, we got some breaking news. The Bureau of Labor Statistics just released its new inflation report, and it shows Americans are spending more. The Consumer Price Index rose 4.2% annually in May. That is marking the highest jump in 3 years. The CPI increased 0.5% in May after rising 0.6% in April. Joining us is our CBS 24/7 co-host and Money Watch correspondent, Kelly O'Grady. All right, Kelly, new CPI report, not looking good. What are you thinking?
Yeah, so I think it's actually a mixed bag. I was just going through the report. We don't like to see inflation at this number. It's 4.2% annually. That is the first time that we have been above 4% since 3 years ago, May of 2023. Remember that the Federal Reserve's target is 2%, so that's quite a significant jump there. That being said, when you strip out food and energy, we like to call that core. And the reason we look at that is that food and energy, they can move pretty quickly. And so when we look at the rest of the economy, we see how entrenched inflation is. That only rose 0.2% for the month. And so what that tells me is, yes, we have seen a lot of inflation from energy prices. We've got the war in Iran. You can see energy on that graphic. It's up 3.9% on the month alone, but it hasn't seeped into the rest of the economy. So that's why I say it's a mixed bag. I really like to see that the rest of the economy in terms of prices only rose 0.2% when you strip out food and energy, because that tells you, okay, that's not terrible. But that headline number is bad.
But it basically means that the war is what is having this.
Is driving it.
What's pushing
That's
it.
right. Yeah.
So when you look at other sectors, what stands out to you, and where are we not seeing as much of that price increase?
So food. I was actually really surprised to see that. I know. Girl, I know, because I go and I look at my bill and I'm like, wait.
I'm in the cart. I'm like, what on
How
earth
is
was
this
that?
so expensive? I know.
Okay, so to put this into context, when we go to the grocery store, we're thinking about a couple years ago, it used to cost this.
Right.
Remember, this is not just as consumers. We don't just think about this on a monthly basis, even though I'm talking to you about monthly numbers.
Right.
This is inflation that has happened over the past 5 years that's making us feel the crunch. And our wages haven't kept up. That is really the issue. This is a multi-year issue. But specifically to your point about which sectors, food only rose 2.7%, or
groceries?
That's groceries.
That's not
food
like
at home. That's not eating out.
takeout.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not the $7 slice of pizza I had to pay
No,
for
it's
last
not.
night.
Bring back dollar slices.
Okay, well,
relieving.
that's $7 for a slice pizza is crazy.
It's not coming back. Meanwhile, the Federal Reserve is meeting in less than a week to talk about interest rates. Its target for cut has been 2%. We are now over 4%. So what are we expecting?
So they're going to just take a pause, right? This is exactly what we've heard from there. We're not going to move interest rates. That means that we're not going to hike them, but we're also not going to bring them down, which of course is what the president has been looking for.
Wouldn't these be the circumstances to increase interest rates?
No. And the reason is that core piece that I pulled out before, that because the inflation is localized right now to energy prices, and if we were to figure out the war in Iran and that Strait of Hormuz issue, you would see prices come down eventually. It's not going to happen overnight, but probably by the end of the year. Here's the issue, though. This is Kevin Warsh's first meeting as Fed chair. I think he's going to get a lot of pressure from the members to change the language, that there likely won't be cuts coming in the future, that it's going to be a little bit more conservative. And I think you're going to see some headbutting maybe.
All right, Kelly O'Grady, always great to have you, my friend. All three of us at the same desk for the first time. I love it.
It looks good.
It does indeed.